I am Faith Castle. I am Miss Arkansas for America Strong. I am from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and that is actually where our pageant takes place, is in my hometown. And I am 23 years old, and I am super, super excited for the opportunity to represent Arkansas, and we are going to Vegas this week.
Yes, it's very, very soon. This year is my last interview for Mrs. America pageant. And because you start your pageant next weekend. It's very, very soon.
It is.
Before this title, have you competed in another system, in teen category, for example, like Miss America Outstanding Teen or Miss Teen America or another pageant, because we have a lot of pageants in the United States?
So I have competed throughout my entire life. I started out when I was younger, and I took a break throughout junior high because I was focusing on sports and things like that and school activities. And then when I was about 17 or 18 years old, I started competing in the Miss America system. So I did compete in some prelims for Miss Arkansas. I did not ever make it to Miss Arkansas, but I competed in multiple prelims. And then I had a little boy, and so I thought that all of my pageant days were over. I thought that until I was married, I wouldn't be able to compete. And then I met Miss Lynn, and I was blessed with the opportunity to compete for Miss Arkansas for America. And my first year, I was 3 months postpartum when I competed the first time, and I was third runner up. And then I came back this year, and here we are.
You tell me you have a son, it's right?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the name of your son?
His name is Waylon.
It's a young boy. He is 4 years old. Is right?
He's 2 years old.
And because you have a son, you have a baby, you have the right to enter in another pageant like Miss America, because it's forbidden by the rule. But for Miss for America Strong, it's possible?
Yes, and that is why I'm so grateful for this organization, because the Miss category, as long as you're not married while competing, you can have been divorced, you can be widowed, you can have children, as long as you're over the age of 18 and you're not married at the time. So this organization opening up this Miss category, it allowed so many more women to be able to continue their dream in pageants, because a lot of us might have thought that our days were done, and here we all are dusting off our shoes and going to nationals.
Yes, it's a great decision, because a lot of girls like you can compete in another system because she was pregnant and she have a boy or girl. It's very interesting, and it's the only reason to have. It's your only reason to decide to enter in Miss for America Strong, or have you another reason to compete in this system?
So when I was younger, I've always had the desire to be in front of people and be able to talk about my platform. And so when I met Miss Lynn and I heard that I could compete, I of course wanted to do it, not just because I'm a mom and I want to be a role model for other young women, because I want to talk about my platform. And being a title holder gets me in front of many more people than I would just as normal Faith. And so now that I'm going to nationals, I get to stand in front of the whole world pretty much and talk about my platform. And that has been my dream since I was a 16-year-old girl, is being able to really use my voice for good and spread the awareness for my platform. All of the young contestants, I want to be the role model that can show them that it's never too late to go for your dreams. It's never too late to chase them. Yes, I might only be 23 years old, but I am a mom. I have a full-time job, so I do live a very adult life, but I still make time to give back to my community, promote my platform, and get to do all of this fun stuff too. And I want other girls to know that whether it's being a professional sports player or competing in pageants or being a doctor, whatever those dreams are that you have, still chase them. Even after being a mom doesn't stop your life. It just makes you a better person.
I agree totally. Yes, I agree totally. Becoming mother is not the end of your life. You have a great life in the future. Do you think competing with a son is very difficult? Have you some help during your reign with your son?
I do not think it was difficult because I do have a really big support system. So not only do I have my family, his father's family as well is very close to us, and we both have a really big family, and all of them love that little boy so much. So I have such a big support system. But also Miss Lynn, our director, she has been an angel sent from above. She is always so helpful with knowing that my little boy is very important, but time management, we've done very well with that. I have not had any issues so far. Everything we've done, we've been able to work it out to where I can come and have someone help with my little boy, and it's been awesome. It's been an amazing opportunity.
And what is your platform with your title?
So my platform is something that I created as a 16-year-old girl. It's hashtag no label on me. So it is mental health awareness and suicide prevention. And I was really excited when I was honored to be Miss Arkansas for America, because I found out that the national platform is Victoria's Voice. And my platform and the national platform goes hand in hand, because addiction leads to suicide, and so does mental health. And so I feel that I can use both of these together. If I was able to be Miss for America, I can use both of those platforms to raise awareness, educate others, and I think we can really make a difference. I really do.
Your platform is a complementary of the platform of Mrs. America system, of the organization, the national. It's very interesting because you have two great platforms to promote during your reign if you win the crown of Miss for America.
Yes, I think that I really can make a difference with both of them, because in Arkansas, in my home state, suicide is the leading cause of death. And so I have been trying my best to get in front of people and educate them on mental health awareness and suicide prevention. And so putting them together, I feel like we could really make a difference if I was Miss for America, because they go hand in hand. And I feel that both are a huge problem in the world nowadays. And together, both of them, I think that we could really do some good.
How do you manage your time? Because you are, it seems a schedule very busy. You have your son, your full-time job, and your crown duty. How do you manage all things at the same time?
A calendar. I have learned, I'm actually an office manager at my job, and so I am very busy. I run the whole show there, but I have learned through being an office manager that a calendar is key. Everything I do, I put in a calendar now, and I never did that before. But it really does help, because on my days when I'm super busy at work, I can look over at my calendar and I know exactly what's going on today and the rest of the week. I even have stuff going on through December and January that are already in my calendar. But also just having a big support system. My stepdad is actually my boss, and he has been so lenient with me and has helped me so much when I have to take off work. And Miss Lynn, like I said, has also been amazing at working with my work schedule and with my little boy's schedule, and just my family and friends, because I've had to call my best friend a few times too and say, hey, can you come keep Waylon for me for a few hours? And she never hesitates. She's always here. So I just have a really good support system and a calendar that helps me manage my time.
The calendar is very important for me too.
Everyone should have one. It's very helpful.
Your son is proud of your title.
He is, even though he's only 2 years old and he doesn't really understand. He is, because when he sees my crown, he just says, Mommy's crown, Mommy's crown. Mommy does pageants, Mommy's crown. And he just gets so excited. And anytime I'm doing anything with my title, he gets so excited. He loves seeing pictures because he says, that's Mommy in her crown. And so he might only be 2, and that he's just excited to see that I look like a princess. But I know that that means he's proud of me because he does pay attention to it and he talks about it and he gets excited. So I do know that he's proud.
And during the competition, he stay with your mom, I imagine, because he don't go with you to Las Vegas.
Yes, ma'am. So we actually came up, here's another calendar tip. I came up with a full schedule for him while I'm gone. And I know exactly where he's going to be every day, at what time. His dad will take him to school and my mom will pick him up for me because I normally take him and pick him up from school. So we've done really good as a team to work everything out so that his dad can get him to school and my mom picks him up. But then all of them are actually flying to Vegas and they will be there to watch. And I know that he's going to be pointing me out on the stage saying, that's my mommy up there.
Is that too difficult for you to this separation with your son?
I've never left him this long before. I will be honest. I've never left him for a week, but I do know that he's in good hands. And I know that what I'm doing is good. I'm not just going out and, you know, blowing my time away. I'm doing good stuff. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to see new places. And while I'm there, more than likely, I'm going to help somebody. Just sharing my platform, you would be surprised how many people say, wow, my best friend went through this in high school, or wow, my brother or sister did, just between contestants even. So I know that what I'm doing is good and I know that he's in good hands, so I don't have to worry about him. I will probably miss him sometimes, but it'll be okay because I'll get to see him after the competition.
And what are you looking forward to the most in Las Vegas in few days?
There's two things. One, making new friends, because I love getting to make new friends in the pageant world. There's always a few people that you just really click with and you stay friends with forever. But I'm also looking forward to talking about my platform, whether that be to the contestants or even an interview. Interview is my favorite part of competition because I really get to share who I am and not just how I walk in a dress. So interview is really important to me. I like to try to get everything out on the table that I can so that they really know who I am truly and know what my intentions are.
And what is for you most exciting in the beauty pageant?
I think that I'm most excited about just all the new wardrobe and getting to go out on stage and show everybody all of my new stuff. Everything has been a secret. I've never been to a national pageant before, so I've kept everything a secret from my family too. So all of this wardrobe is going to be a surprise to the world and my family. I made it a big deal about my gown. Everything's a secret. So I think that's fun too, because they have no idea what I'm about to walk out in. So it's really a fun experience for all of us. But mostly, like I was saying too, the interview. I just love talking to the judges. Every time I've been in an interview room, judges, they're not scary. And I know the interview can be like intimidating and people get nervous sometimes, but they're not. They really just want to know who we are. They want to hear about our life. They want to hear our platforms and why we're there and what we want to do with our year if we win. And that's why I really enjoy it, because I know what I want to do and I want them to be able to know that I already know. And so those are probably my two most exciting things, is this while we go to Vegas. And also, who doesn't love Vegas? That's going to be so fun. And I'm going to get to see all new things that I haven't seen before. So it's all exciting.
You have not some fear, like to fall in the stage before this competition?
I think if there's any fear, it's just everybody gets those little butterflies before you go and interview or before you go on stage. It's good though. Everybody has it. If you don't have it, then I don't think you're pushing yourself hard enough, because I like to give it 110% every time. And so I do, even though I know what I'm going to say in an interview and I know what I want to talk about, I still get those butterflies going into the room. So I just hope, if there's any fear there, it might be that my nerves get a little strong, but I just hope and pray that I can stay calm and that everything will come out the way I hope and that they like what I have to say.
What is your best asset to win the crown of Miss for America?
I think that what I can bring to this system of Miss for America is my platform. And I think that if I can work with my platform and the national platform, that I could really make a difference. I have already done lots of things in Arkansas, and I will continue to do things in Arkansas without a title as well, even after I pass on my crown. But if I could be Miss for America, I can spread my story across the whole world. And that to me is a dream. That is the absolute dream, is being able to educate others on suicide prevention and mental health and also addiction, and tie all that together. That is the absolute dream right there.
And I don't know, you have no international competition if you win the crown of Miss for America, because if you win Miss American or Mrs. American or Mrs. America, you go to Mrs. World. Have you a competition for Miss for America or Miss for International or Miss for World?
That would be even a bigger dream, to go to Miss World. Wow, that goes above and beyond my dreams. That is like the people who want to win the lottery so that they can have everything they want in life. That's what I want in life. To, oh my gosh, to be able to talk about that stuff worldwide. Wow, I would really be able to touch people then and spread awareness. That would be, wow, I can't even comprehend that. That would be way bigger than anything I've ever dreamed of.
And I don't, Miss for America, go to Mrs. World? No.
I think that we get to go and be a guest appearance and we get to be involved, but I think that Mrs. America actually competes at Mrs. World. But even just getting to sit in that room and watch the competition, I know I would meet people and be able to talk about things and share my story. And it would still be an amazing experience, because how many people actually get to say that they get to go watch Mrs. World in person? Wow, like that's still just an amazing opportunity.
Do you think in the future, do you think you can compete at Mrs. America if you married in the future?
I definitely think so. I would actually be, if I did that soon, I could be the first Miss Arkansas for America to go and be Mrs. Arkansas, because the Miss system is so new. So that would actually be really cool. I would love to be able to go back and have Miss Lynn still be there and help me become Mrs. Arkansas and go to Mrs. America. That would be awesome. That would be a dream too, to be able to do it again.
Become Mrs. America is a dream for you, or Miss for America is a dream for you?
Yes, ma'am. Just being able to go to a national pageant, and that's a dream alone. This is going to be the biggest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And it is so rewarding to be able to know that I am accomplishing some of my dreams. And to me, I know to some people, when they hear that we're going to a national pageant, they may not take it as serious as I do, but the little girl inside of me is jumping up and down, because this is the greatest thing ever. This is my dreams coming true. Yes. So since Miss for America is very new, there's not been many title holders there yet. But when I was younger, about I was probably 19 when I was in college, I always watched all the pageants on TV. And one year I watched Miss America. I watched the Miss America pageant, and Savvy Shields, who is from my hometown, and she's from my home state. I'm sorry. She's from Arkansas. She won Miss America. And to all of us in Arkansas, we all were like, wow, this really can happen. A girl from Arkansas can really go and win a national pageant. And that really lit a fire under me, because then I knew, just because we're from a small town like Arkansas, we can still go and do it. We can win a national pageant. That makes us just the same as everybody else. And so it's really cool to watch somebody from Arkansas win a national pageant. And so I did follow her whole year. And that would be really cool if I could come back to Arkansas and say that I'm Miss for America. I would be so proud of myself.
And you'll make the history if you win the crown of Miss for America, because Arkansas have no win the crown for the moment, because it's a very new pageant.
It is. And that would also really help our pageant grow, because if I was able to come from Arkansas and win Miss for America and be the first Miss Arkansas for America to win, that would really help all of our pageant systems around here grow. I think that I would really be able to bring in more contestants, which I'm already trying to do anyways, since it is a new pageant. I think that sometimes girls don't know that they can still compete. So that's been a big goal of mine this year too, is just to let everybody know that it doesn't matter who you are, what age you are, where you're at in life, there is a way you can compete, whether it's Miss for America or Mrs. America. We have a way that everybody can compete.
And I have a question. It's not a hard question. What is the most difficult for you? To be a mother or to be a beauty queen?
I feel that there is challenges in both. There are challenges being a mother, but there's also challenges being a title holder, because you always want to achieve your goals and you want to be the best role model that you can. And when I leave as Miss Arkansas for America, I want everyone to say that they thought I was a good role model, that they thought I made a difference, that they really knew that their little girls could look up to me. That's what I've always dreamed of, is being that title holder that people do enjoy talking to, that they like being around, that they want their children to be around. And the same goes with being a mom. I had an amazing mom my whole life. She's my rock. She has been everything to me. And I've always strived to be half the mom that she is. And there's always going to be challenges being a mom, whether you have a 2-year-old or you have a 17-year-old. There's challenges that face you every day, but you just have to keep going and get over those. And then there's always a light. I always say that. Even when it comes to suicide and depression, there's a light at the end of the tunnel all the time. It doesn't matter how bad you think your day is going to be, tomorrow's going to be good. And there's always that light. And so even through challenges in life, you just have to keep pushing, because something is going to happen. It's going to be way better than you ever expected. And it's going to be amazing.
During the competition, we have sometimes a bad moment. Your son, you have missing of your son, you have difficult to the training, to the learning of choreography. Which small thing help you to make your day better?
If I am sitting there missing him, I think that the thing that would make my day better is just thinking about him. Honestly, thinking about things that he says to me that makes me laugh, or when he's very silly. He has a personality. And so he tells me about his day at school every day when I pick him up, he tells me right now he has a girlfriend, and just silly things like that. I would just think about it and it would make me laugh. It doesn't matter if I was in one of the worst days ever. All I have to do is think about him and the things he tells me, and I'm going to smile. But I'm also going to be having a really great time. So I hope that through us being very busy and having lots of things to do, that I don't ever hit that stage. And if I do, like I said, I'll just think about him. And then at night I can FaceTime him and talk to him over the phone. So it'll be okay. I'm going to have a great time.
Imagine you win the crown of Miss for America. Which message do you want pass during you win? A message to women?
Really, I think that if I was honored to be Miss for America, my message would be to not give up on your dreams, because I was a girl in high school who was bullied. I went through depression. I went through anxiety. I've been through suicide attempts. I have hit rock bottom, and that didn't stop me. I kept going and going to the point that today, here I am, I'm a mom. I have a full-time job. I'm 23 years old. I own my own house. I own my own car. We have made a very successful life for ourselves. And I think that that would be my message, is don't give up. I know that times get tough, but you have to keep fighting, because nothing is bad enough to end your fight. I know that it feels like it in the moment, but it's not, because when you do things like that, you affect everyone around you, and no one's ever the same. And nothing is that bad. I promise it's not, even when it does, because I know how evil depression is, and I know that it can take over, but it's not that bad. I promise. There's that light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to keep fighting, because here I am going to a national pageant, and I am achieving one of the biggest goals I've ever had in my life. And when I was a 14-year-old girl going through depression, I never would have believed someone that told me that. So you just have to keep fighting, because you don't know what's planned for you in the future.
You competed in a beauty contest. Do you think the society, the current society, is too preoccupied by the beauty?
I think that society recently nowadays has the wrong version of beauty sometimes. I think that people forget that beauty does come from the inside, because you might be one of the most attractive women on the outside, but if you have a horrible personality and you're mean to people, that's going to reflect on you. And then people are going to look at you differently. So I feel that people need to remember sometimes that beauty does come from the inside. Yes, obviously, everybody wants to have outer beauty as well, but that shines when you have a kind, giving heart. That's going to shine, and you're going to be beautiful on the outside as well.
And you are an expert of social media because it's your generation and you use for your platform. Do you think with the social media you have only the beauty outside, not inside? It's difficult to show the inside beauty on social media.
I think that you can show your inner beauty on social media as well. I know that in school age, they're having issues with social media and bullying. And that, to me, right there shows that those people are not using their inner beauty when they're bullying online. I can't imagine anyone wanting to do that to somebody. But normally, when children are bullying other children, there's something going on either with their mental health or in their home life. And so I think that schools could really make a difference on that, because if they start investigating a little bit more, they might be able to get that child help too, and then they won't bully anymore. I do think that social media can be used in a good way as well. Like I was saying, you can show your inner beauty just by posting positive things. I see people post on Facebook all the time that just say, like, it's a beautiful day. They post a picture of the sun and they're like, wow, look how beautiful this sunset is. It's just a beautiful day. I'm so thankful for everything that I have. Stuff like that really shows your inner beauty. And just being kind. I like to heart everybody's pictures on Facebook and comment and say, wow, your child is so beautiful, or you look so good in that picture. Things like that shows your inner beauty. And it also makes you feel good because you're giving back to other people, and you might have made their day by commenting on their picture and saying, you look so good, like you were radiating, like you're beautiful. That really could make someone's day. It really could. It could change their day from being terrible to making them smile and say, you know what? Today's not that bad. I should be thankful. I should be happy. So you can show your inner beauty on social media as well.
And do you think you have a dark side on social media? You have not all people, but a part of people like shame the other, like make bad comment. We have some haters on social media. Do you think it's not too dangerous because we have a lot of body shaming on Instagram, for example?
So social media does also have that dark side. It does, sadly. And as much as I wish we could make that go away, you can't change everybody. And sometimes you're still going to have that negativity on your Facebook or on your Instagram or any social media that you're using. My advice to someone who's getting those negative comments, if you can, delete them, because more than likely those people don't even know you. I have seen stuff on Facebook where people don't even know who they're commenting to. They're just saying these hateful things. Just delete it, because you don't even know them. And they probably have something really bad going on in their life. So if you don't want to delete it, just reply and say that you're thinking of them, or that you hope that they have a good rest of their day. I try not to get involved in stuff like that on social media, because what good is it doing to sit there and argue with someone that you don't even know? And they might even just be saying that to try to start a riot. So I just try to ignore those comments like that, or like I said, give a positive comment back and just tell them that you hope they have a good rest, like they have a good rest of their day, and just leave it alone. Because there are going to be people who still comment like that. And like I said, I wish that we could make all of that go away, but for some reason, it's just going to be there. And we just have to strive to be above that and try not to get involved with it.
To know you better again, I have some question about your test. What is your guilty pleasure in life?
Chocolate. Chocolate. Anytime I get any way anxious or if I have a lot on my plate, I'm that girl that craves candy. I do, and I can't help it. If it's in the house, I'm gonna be eating it, even if I think I shouldn't. And I feel like that's not that bad. It's okay. It's okay to crave some chocolate and break on some candy every once in a while.
Which TV, real TV, do you watch on the TV? Or on Netflix or Amazon Prime? You have a lot of channel.
Yes. So mostly on my TV, we watch Disney Channel because we watch lots of children's shows in my house. And I actually really enjoy the old Disney movies from when I was a kid. We love watching those all together because they're fun for us to watch too. But I do like the more Western cowboy shows. My boyfriend has gotten me really hooked on watching stuff like that. And we watched a really cool show on Netflix. It was called Longmire, and it was about a sheriff in a little town, and it was cowboy and Indian and Western themed. It was really cool. I really enjoyed watching that. I wish that they would have continued it because I was upset when it ended and didn't have any more to watch.
And are you a good chef?
Oh, so I am the cook in the house. I'm the one who cooks dinner. Am I a good chef? I think that everything that I make tastes pretty good, but the chef in my life would be my father. He has been the cook growing up. He can cook anything and it tastes amazing. So I try to learn a little bit from him here and there.
What is your beauty secret?
I think the secret to beauty is from the inside and being kind and just trying to be as happy as you can. Even when you're having a rough day, try to remember to smile because that's where everyone carries their beauty. I think when you smile, you can radiate sunshine. And I know that might sound silly to some people, but I can be walking through Walmart and you can see somebody smile and you just know they're genuinely happy. You see by the way they carry their smile, but you can also see someone's fake smile too, and you can tell when they're having a rough day. But I definitely think that is the secret to beauty, is just smile. Even on your rough days, just smile because it always makes everything better and you can radiate from it.
If you can design a perfect planet, what are you looking like your perfect planet?
So perfect is a really hard word because there is nothing perfect in anybody's life. But if I could change a few things about the world we live in, it would really be the kindness, just people giving back and being nice. I know back in the day, I would hear stories about my grandma and my great grandma and just how nice they were to their neighbors and how people would just randomly give them food and bring food dinner over or just help them out here and there. You don't hear stuff like that anymore. You don't hear about it as much anyways. I know some places still do, but that's something that I think that I would probably change about the world we live in, is just to give back to everyone, not just your friends and your family, even the strangers that you don't know walking through a store. That's probably what I would change. I think that everybody would be happier if people were nicer to everybody.
Which item is amazing? Wow, in your purse?
I have lots of things in my purse because I have a 2-year-old little boy. So I have snacks, I have toys, lip gloss. I have all kinds of stuff in my purse. Probably my favorite would be my little snacks because I keep little peanut butter crackers and little crackers, things like that in my purse. I'm a snacker. I like to have snacks a lot. So that's probably the most common thing you're going to find is that and little boys' cars or monster trucks.
What is amazing in your phone, in your iPhone?
Definitely the pictures. I am a picture person, and I have taken a picture of my little boy since the day he was born every single day. I have a picture of him every day, whether it's when he first wakes up in the morning, or he's sleeping, or he's eating or making a silly face, or just anything. It doesn't have to, and they're not all the posed pictures where he's looking at me smiling. They are these pictures that I will cherish for the rest of my life. And I have tried to make sure that as he continues to grow up, that I take some sort of picture of him every day, just so that one day when he's older, I do have those to look back on and I'll remember the memories from them.
I imagine if you lose your phone, your iPhone, you are desperate.
Luckily, iPhones have iCloud, so all of my pictures should be backed up, so I should be able to find them. But I actually have thought about taking my phone and having them turned into like on disk or on a flash drive, just so that I did have an extra backup just in case, because I do have pictures from the first day he was born until now, so I don't ever want to lose those.
You represent Arkansas. What do you like the most in your state?
My state is the natural state, and it is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. So not only do we have huge lakes and we have the mountains and the trees, but we have a lot of natural water, and a lot of people travel to my hometown of Hot Springs so that they can see the natural hot springs. We have the bathhouses where you can actually go, and it's a spa where you can experience the natural hot waters, and it's really, really cool, because if something ever happened and our water was messed up, here in Hot Springs, we have plenty of natural water, so you wouldn't have to worry. So it's pretty cool to know that we live in the natural state where we have lots of things that if something happened in the world, we can grow it or we can go get it. And we also have the diamond mines here because we are the diamond state. So that's pretty cool too. If anybody has never done that, digging for diamonds is one of the funnest things ever. Even if you just find crystals at the end and you didn't find a diamond, it's a really fun experience to try to dig for diamonds and have the excitement going in everybody, because they're like, who's going to win the diamond? Like, it's really fun. It's a really fun experience.
You say me, you are the first Miss Arkansas for America. Which kind of legacy do you want to leave behind you after you reign?
When I pass on the crown, I just want people to say, wow, she left big shoes to fill. I've heard that line before on title holders, and I would love to be able to hear someone say that behind my name. I want them to know that I gave it 110% and I did everything I could with this title, and that I made a year worth remembering and worth talking about, that I was a role model, that I made a difference, that I pushed my platform. I want all of that in there. I really just want people to say that, wow, like she was a good title holder. I would love that. That would mean the world to me for at the end of the year, Miss Lynn, to just say, Faith, you have done such a great job. I'm proud of you. You've made a big difference. Things like that. It's also really rewarding to hear that, because I know that I'm doing everything I can, but to be able to hear someone say that as I crown someone after me, that would be amazing. Just to know that that everybody else thought I did a good job too.
I am sure you make a great job.
Thank you.
Lynn is for the moment out of sound, but I imagine I sing the same. She sings the same of me.
Do not stop chasing your dreams, because those dreams are going to become a reality one day if you don't give up. And any women that are 18 or older and they've been divorced or widowed or have children, please, if you're in Arkansas, please reach out and try. Just try. The first year, I may not have won, but man, was it an experience. And I came back the second year and I won. So it's an amazing experience. Even if you've never competed in pageants before, don't feel like you've ever have had to. It's okay. Miss Lynn is amazing. She'll explain everything all the steps of the way. And our pageant's going to be in June this year, so we have a little while, but that's really my message, is don't give up on your dreams. Whether, like I said, whether it's becoming a doctor or a professional sports player, anything that you want to do in life, just don't give up, because you can turn those dreams into a reality if you keep trying.